Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. We're just going to get a quick message from your spirit guides, see whatever they have to say, and feel free also to check out your moon sign, your rising signs, sun, moon, rising, maybe to get a more complete picture of what might be going on for you and some advice from spirit. So let's get into it. What advice or guidance do you have for my Aries people? What advice or guidance do you have for Aries today? Okay, so lovely. We have the Nine of Cups here, which says, I trust in the flow of life. I love that. And then the oracle card we have for you is Ladder, which says climbing towards success. So this for me would just be a basic message that whatever you're trying to achieve, you are on the pathway there. It may feel like it might require an element of faith. You might be being asked just to hold the faith right now that whatever you're working towards is coming towards you. Nine of Cups definitely associated with wish fulfillment, with achieving a certain manifestation, getting the thing you want, feeling really, really happy because you've received something that you really, really wanted. And that's a beautiful message. But with I trust in the flow of life and climbing towards success, there might be a message that you might not have your Nine of Cups just yet. There's a reassurance here that it is on its way to you, or you are on your way to it, or both. The universe is going to be meeting you halfway, because there's a message about with the flow of life. You are currently moving with the current of life instead of against the flow of the universe, to put it that way. So, and that's it's a beautiful energy for manifestation. It's an energy of, surrendering to divine timing, and at the same time, absolutely being assured that you are working towards whatever wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, level of happiness we're talking about here with the Nine of Cups. So I think that's beautiful. We also have aquamarine, which might be a crystal that might be helpful for you at this time. And then the last little piece of advice might be just doing whatever, like step-by-step concrete goals might be able to, like whatever material concrete steps you can take towards your goals right now. I think you're being encouraged to do it, because that's a way in which you can meet the universe halfway towards your manifestation. So I think that's really the message for you today, Aries. Very beautiful and positive. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading, where we are getting a very quick message from your spirit guides. If you are interested, you could also check out if Taurus is your sun sign, check out your moon and rising as well, if you would like a more complete picture of the advice from spirit today. And with that said, let's get into it. Let's get a quick message for Taurus today, spirit. Okay, very interesting. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. I will say the Nine of Cups came out for Aries, so if you also have Aries placements, there's definitely a very positive message for you. If not, the Ten of Cups is a very positive message in itself. And this card says, I have all I wish for in my relationships. And so if you feel like that's not currently matching your current circumstance, there is definitely a reassurance and a message that you are definitely working towards a Ten of Cups moment where you feel like all of your relationships are as fulfilling as they possibly could be, and that you're feeling like extremely emotionally fulfilled, like you have everything you want. I have all I wish for in my relationships. So this is definitely about interpersonal relationships, and it's just a very feeling overwhelmingly happy. So I love that for you. And then we also have, oh, very interesting. Okay, we have the Bear, which says danger, especially in money matters. So this might be I'm almost getting the feeling of foreboding joy, that feeling when you're watching a movie and everybody's driving in a car and everybody's like laughing and singing along to the radio, and you just get this sense that the car's about to crash. It's like that sense of absolutely 100% definitely embrace and enjoy this beautiful, very fulfilled, very excited, very happy energy here on this Ten of Cups. But there's also a warning from spirit about something that has to do with money or financial security, that there might be with a Bear. It's almost giving me the sense of like an attack. Like there might be somebody in particular might be trying to take advantage of a moment when you are focused on something else to attack you financially, to put it that way. So it's just we're saying, yes, absolutely, fully enjoy this. That's 100% what you should be doing. Like, you have earned this 10 of Cups, enjoy it, it's yours. And at the same time, continue to watch the road, because there could be something lurking here that Spirit really wants you to pay attention to as well. So just don't let your guard down, but at the same time, fully 100% you have permission to enjoy this beautiful feeling of excitement and fulfillment here on the 10 of Cups. This is also associated with aquamarine, so that might be a crystal that might have particular resonance for you at this time. And with that said, that's where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading where we are getting a very, very quick message from your spirit guides. If Gemini is your sun sign, I encourage you also to check out your moon sign, rising sign, to get maybe a more complete picture of the message that Spirit has for you today. And with that said, let's get right into it. What message do you have for Gemini today, please, Spirit? What message do you have for my Geminis? Okay. So we have a Hierophant, and this card says, I am ready to love and learn. I love that. I will also say that I'm noticing this, it looks like a lotus flower here, and with all these colors here, might have to do with an expansion in your upper chakras, particularly the third eye and the crown. However that resonates, there's also a thread of light blue moving through there, so maybe using your voice to express yourself. This card is also associated with amethyst, which might be a crystal that is particularly resonant for you right now. This is an amethyst as well. Amethyst is also good, I think, for setting intentions. And especially if one of your intentions is ready to love and learn. It's like ready to kind of open up to what the next cycle has for you. And then we have Haystack, which says, karma, you will reap what you have sown. So with I am ready to love and learn, the message of the Hierophant, I think there might be a message here about what you have already done up to this point in your spiritual journey is the key to opening the door towards your, how do I put this? All of the past actions you have taken up to this point have led to the doors in front of you being open. Does that make sense? Like, you've kind of created this key for yourself by doing shadow work, working through past karma, like laying the foundation for a new cycle of love, a new cycle of learning within an existing framework. There's the Hierophant associated with structure, routine, tradition, institutions. Like there's an existing framework. This might also be saying following the guidance of spirit, of your spirit guides, your ancestors, and the wisdom of other people as well. So following the guidance of other people as well, and working within an existing framework to open new doorways, new pathways for yourself. And then with the haystack, it's saying there's a karmic payoff to do the hard work that you have been doing, and all of this spiritual development. I'm tying it to spiritual development just because of the colors on this card, this lotus flower here. I mean, the concept of karma in itself, like working through karmic cycles to get to a place where you can grab this key and open up the next chapter of your life. And you have manifested this key for yourself through this karmic work that you have been doing. So that is the message that I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading where we are getting a very, very quick message from Spirit for you. If Cancer is your sun sign, please feel free to check out your moon sign and rising sign as well for a more complete picture of the message from Spirit today. And with that said, let's get into it. What message do you have for Cancer today, Spirit? What message do you have for Cancer? Okay. Ooh, okay, we have the moon. Definitely associated with Cancer. And it's also associated with Pisces, but it is associated with Cancer. And this card is associated with Rainbow Moonstone, which that looks beautiful to me. That might be a crystal that resonates for you, particularly for you right now. And then this card says, my intuition guides me to the right decision. And the oracle card we have for you is the Ant, which says, work, achievement, success. So, so definitely there's a message here is like pretty basic, follow your intuition. You can trust the guidance of your intuition, even if it feels like you're not quite seeing things clearly, you don't have the full picture. I am getting the sense, especially with the ant spirit here, that spirit is working with you. There might be things that are being intentionally hidden from you, or things that are obfuscated right now. The message is not to worry about that. If you feel like a little bit confused, you're not 100% sure how things are going to work out or what to do next, there might be a message to intentionally quiet your mind, maybe do some meditation, because there's a message that you already know which way to go. You already know how to work through this moment of confusion, or again, if you feel like you're not seeing the big picture, feeling maybe a little overwhelmed, you can trust your intuition. You can trust whatever your intuitive decision is in the moment. And if you feel like you've been doing a lot of meditative work and nothing has come to you, then it might be a message about just picking one and going for it. That might be a way to use your intuition that is maybe a little bit more helpful than the meditation message. Again, always take it however it resonates for you. And then with the message of the ant, with work, achievement, success, there's a message that the moon, letting go of the outcome, because you're not meant to know right now. But we have achievement and success. So it's like you don't need to worry about the outcome. Spirit has it. Just surrender that to spirit, and just work on following your intuition right here. And then you're working towards achievement and success here. I also want to say that the ant in particular is associated with collaboration and teamwork, because ants live in colonies and they work together to support the whole colony. So it might be a basic message about trusting spirit to work with you. It might also be an additional message if you need to ask for help, if you need to delegate something, if you need advice from somebody, definitely to go for that as well. If you're feeling intuitively guided to reach out to a specific person, then definitely I would follow that guidance as well. So I think that is the basic message for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Leo, welcome to your reading. If Leo is your sun sign, you might also want to check out your moon sign and rising sign for a more complete picture of the message that Spirit has for you today. We are doing just a very, very quick reading with some advice from Spirit. And with that said, let's get into it. Okay, I've been shuffling for like literally 2 minutes straight. Half the deck keeps falling out, and I'm getting a little bit frustrated. You might be currently feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And also, Spirit keeps showing me the Emperor and telling me to take it out of the deck, so that's what I'm going to do. This happens sometimes in readings. And I think that the way the deck behaves is like part of the message. So we have the Emperor here for you. It's associated with red jasper, might be a crystal that is particularly helpful for you right now if you work with crystals. And then this says, I make empowered choices. And I think that the energy of the Emperor is a very good energy to be in to help manage your life when you are feeling overwhelmed or like there's a lot going on. You might be feeling like you have like just a lot of emotions right now, which I could understand. And then the energy of red jasper, the root chakra of like grounding yourself when you're feeling like just in like there's an intense period of time in your life. This card is a bright yellow associated with the solar plexus. And there's a message about empowering yourself, making empowered choices. So I think that focusing on grounding and focusing on developing your solar plexus, your willpower, determination, and self-esteem right now, I think are going to be very helpful for you. And then with the organized, very stable energy of the Emperor, it's an energy of being proactive and taking steps towards your goals, being assertive, and at the same time being practical and responsible, particularly with your energy. So it's like we're taking responsibility and taking care of the things that we need to do. We're making progress towards our goals. And at the same time, we're making sure that we're taking care of ourselves and our energy as well, because we do not want to burn out. So that might be part of the message here for you. And then we have The I, which says psychic ability, trust your intuition. So that with I make empowered choices and trust your intuition, there might be a message here about following your internal guidance. If you've been feeling particularly drawn to one thing over another thing, I would definitely pay attention to that. And if you feel like you are overwhelmed to the point where you don't know what the guidance is, the message might be to, with the grounding energy, to slow down, meditate, and be very intentional about the way that you clear your mind, because the idea is you do already know what the answer is, but there might be too much like noise, you know, that is interfering with you being able to recognize your intuition right now. And with the eye might also be a message about protection, psychic protection, like the evil eye, I forget what it's called, but the charm that's blue, that's like a protection from the evil eye, might also be something that is helpful for you right now. In order to protect your psychic energy. Like you might be feeling like you're under psychic attack or something like that. Like there's just a lot of noise with the way the deck was behaving. And then it was like, as soon as I kind of was like, what's going on here? Spirit showed me the Emperor. So it's like, let's examine what this noise is and try to cut through it with the energy of the Emperor. I think you're going to be okay. So, so I wanted to say that. And I think that is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading. We are getting a very, very quick message from your spirit guides today. If Virgo is your sun sign, I also encourage you to look at your moon sign and rising sign just to get a complete picture of what the message from spirit is today. And with that said, let's get into it. What message do you have for Virgo today, spirit? Okay. Okay, we have the King of Swords, and this is associated with ametrine, I believe is how you pronounce that. I'm not 100% sure, but that might be a crystal that resonates for you right now. This card also has butterflies on it, a symbol of transformation. So you might be currently transforming into an energy of the King of Swords. And then this card says, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. And I think the word strategic there is very important. And the oracle card that we have for you is, oh, I love this. Okay, we have ear, which says good news. So basically keep your ears open because you are about to receive some good news. And I think that I also think it's important that this King of Swords is facing away from this. So there might be a message about needing to open your ears, like, and it could be that maybe opening yourself up psychically to receiving good news from spirit, if that resonates for you, or it could be that you might be like, you know, there might be some sign, symbol, synchronicity that's like coming towards you that's going to give you the news that you want to hear, but you might not currently be paying attention to it. Also, this King's hair is covering their ear. So again, like let's just make sure that you are aware of all the different potential sources of good news, because definitely you're going to hear something I think that's going to make you very happy very soon. And with I trust my ability to make a strategic decision, I think there's a focus, especially with the King of Swords, about not making decisions based on emotion, but making decisions based on logic, based on reason, being practical, your intellectual brain. And if there's, again, the word strategic is what is really sticking out to me here. And I think that if it's helpful for you, maybe doing something practical like making a list, writing out the pros and cons, and maybe making a plan, like literally sitting down and mapping out a plan for how to move forward. I think, and it's like, let's try to think 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, so that we can have backup plans. Like if plan A doesn't work, let's move on to plan B. And then if plan B doesn't work, let's move on to plan C. But I have a good feeling that plan A might work out, because we do have the good news here, and it might be like part of what is going to ensure that you receive the outcome that you want here is about how clever, strategic, and intellectual you are being about the choices that you are making right now. King of Swords is a very powerful energy. It's a very commanding energy, and I love that for you. It's like taking control of the direction of your life and saying, like, I have a goal, I'm setting my sight on it, I'm going to make like a 5-part plan, etc. I have a backup plan as well, and being in that energy is also going to help attracts the outcome that you want. So that is the message that I have for you today. I hope that it has been helpful, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Libra, welcome to your reading. We are getting a very, very quick message from Spirit today. If you're a Libra sun, I would encourage you also to look at your moon sign and rising sign to get a complete picture of the message here from Spirit today. And I will say that I think you have like one spirit guide is really like excited to talk to you. There's just a very excited energy here. And with that said, let's get right into it. So, message do you have for Libra? Okay. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. And this card is associated with Sugilite or Sugilite. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but that might be a crystal that resonates for you right now. And the message is, I see the truth in this ending. So definitely something is ending or is about to end, to come to an end. The Ten of Swords is often associated with a painful ending or something maybe that we didn't expect to end or didn't want to end, or it's been like a really long road to get to this ending, and it has been painful along the way. The silver lining of the Ten of Swords is that it's an opportunity to pick up and start something new. You know, that we can close out this cycle. We don't have to take it with us into the future. We've learned our lessons here, as painful as they may have been, and it's time to accept and let go of whatever we need to let go of. So that might be part of the message here with I see the truth in this ending, is that you might already know that something, that whatever ending we're talking about here has needed to end. Like we're kind of at the end of the road, and the advice here might be to let's work on detaching and letting go so that we can move forward into the next cycle. And I will say, part of the reason why I was talking about an excited energy here is that this oracle card actually fell out of the deck when I was shuffling the oracle deck, and then I just kept hearing an insistence that I take this card. It's like, we need the firecracker. We need the firecracker. Someone is really excited. And with excitement, it's like, this is almost giving me the sense of like acceptance. So the past thing is ending. We need to let go of it. Let's get excited. Let's get excited about the next cycle. There is something really exciting that is about to happen that might kickstart the next phase or cycle. Your spirit guides are very excited about it, and it might be a little bit explosive, it might be a little bit unexpected, but I think it's going to be something that is almost like cathartic is what I'm hearing. Something that is necessary. It's going to shake things up in a way that is going to be in itself transformative, to put it that way. And I don't know if I'm communicating that very clearly, but this is something that positive is about to happen. But we need to make sure that we are closing out this cycle, working on detachment, maybe doing some cord cutting might be something that that resonates for you, or a detachment ceremony, whatever ritual works for you, burning bowl ceremony, however that resonates for you. So there's a confirmation or reassurance. Something is ending, something exciting is about to happen. And again, one of your spirit guides is like really excited about it. So I wanted to communicate that. With that said, that is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading where we are getting a very, very quick message from Spirit. If Scorpio is your sun sign, please feel free to check out your moon sign and rising sign for a more complete picture of the message from Spirit today. And with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, pretty straightforward. Ooh, okay, we have Temperance. That is very nice. And this card is associated with blue calcite, which might be a crystal that resonates for you right now. Might be helpful for you if you work with crystals. And then this card says, I find clarity through calm. And then there's lots of Sagittarius energy here for you today. We have the arrow, which says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So I love that. This is reassurance from Spirit that if you have been worried, you feel like you maybe have like a lack of clarity, you're not sure that that you're doing the right thing, or you're focusing your energy in the right place. with I find clarity through calm, the message of temperance, and then this reassurance that you are on the right path. I think again, Spirit's coming through today to just give you a message, just to not to worry. It is important for you right now to focus on grounding yourself. It's important right now for you to focus on fine-tuning your routine, your energy management, finding some sort of balance, moderation in your life that works for you, like figuring out what combination of things works best for you, and working on cultivating calm, like maybe creating a sanctuary for yourself, a calm, safe place for yourself, maybe in your home, if that resonates for you, just a place where you can go, where you can maybe meditate or do some other type of grounding work that helps take you out of your head for a little bit, like take you out of the swirling thoughts for a little bit and helps ground you. I think when you are in that moment of Zen, and it can be a Zen that's created through focusing on repetitive material tasks such as cleaning, could also be part of the balance in the daily routine, whatever you do every day to take care of yourself in the long run, to take care of your home. When you are in that moment of just sorting the clothes to do laundry or scrubbing the floor or whatever it is, and just kind of in a calm, quiet place, that is a perfect energy to be in, to receive clarity from Spirit, to receive messages from Spirit. I find personally, my own experience, it is much easier to hear my spirit guides when there's not a bunch of psychic noise. You know, when I'm just kind of like calmly going through the motions and quieting my mind, focusing on that, it is much easier to hear what Spirit is trying to tell me. And then there might also be a message about whatever you do that helps you process. So for me, for example, I'll sometimes put on a podcast and start cleaning, or go on the elliptical machine, and I'm like, I don't even hear the podcast. Like, then none of the podcast sinks in because my brain is processing. I'm using that time when I'm moving my body, doing something else. My brain will use that time to process something, and that helps give me clarity. So that might also be part of the message here for you. But whatever it is you're doing, especially if you are working on whatever is being represented on this temperance card, I think there's a message and a reassurance that you're on the right track, you're on the right path. You don't need to worry about anything, and you're also being angelically and spiritually protected at this time. So definitely reassurance about that as well. With that said, that is where I'm going to leave your reading. I hope that you have found it helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading where we are getting a very quick message from your spirit guides. If Sagittarius is your sun sign, I also encourage you to look at your moon sign and rising sign for a more complete picture of the message that Spirit has for you today. And with that said, let's get into it. Okay. Okay. All right, we have the Death card, and Spirit wants me to take it. So what's interesting is that Scorpio had the Temperance card, which is associated with Sagittarius, and then you have the Death card, which is associated with Scorpio. So that's just, I don't know, an interesting anecdote. Yeah, so this card associated with Phantom Quartz, that might be a crystal that resonates for you. There's a butterfly on it. Obviously, this card is associated with transformation. We can see all 4 seasons being represented here. And it says, I let go and embrace new beginnings. So that might be something, part of the message here is about leaning into this transformative process, despite if there's a little bit of like a fear of the unknown, maybe a little bit of a hesitancy to move forward, to bust out of the cocoon as a butterfly. You are being encouraged to let go of whatever fears you might have, or let go of the outcome, and have faith that Spirit has your back, and that the transformative process, whatever the unknown is part of your spiritual journey. It's something that is meant to happen. You are being spiritually protected at this time. And then the Oracle card that we have for you is, I love this. Okay, another reassurance from Spirit. We have the Mountain Road, which says you are on the road to success. So really, there's nothing to worry about in terms of moving forward here. You know, with the Mountain Road, yes, a mountain road, it's a climb. It might take a while to get to the top, but there's a reassurance here. You are on the right path, and you are on the road to whatever success you want. You will reach the top of that mountain for sure, 100%. And then this, whatever's being represented on this Death card, this ending and this new beginning, is part of this journey up this mountain road. It is part of your spiritual journey. It's part of your life's path in this lifetime. Whatever this transformation is something that has been meant to happen. It is, what I like about this card is the transition of the seasons. Like, it's just a different season of your life. You're just moving forward into the next season, the next chapter. It's like the next thing that's meant to happen. And while it can be scary, uncomfortable, and destabilizing to go through this process of change and transformation, it is ultimately going to be, I think, something that is going to give you a greater sense of freedom, a greater sense of autonomy, and a greater sense of purpose. That again, is you are going to be in a place where you're going to believe that you are climbing this mountain road to success, because you are. And with that said, that's the message that I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading, where we are getting a very quick message from Spirit for you. If you are a Capricorn Sun, I encourage you to also check out your moon sign and rising sign for a more complete picture of the message that Spirit has for you today. And with that said, let's get into it. Message. Okay, okay, Spirit's really insisting that I take the Six of Pentacles. They showed me the Six of Pentacles while I was shuffling, and I was hesitant to take it because I kind of wanted the card to come out organically, and then it came out with a pile of cards, and I asked about it, and I was like, yes, it's the Six of Pentacles. So we're going to take the Six of Pentacles for you today. This card is associated with malachite. That might be a crystal that resonates for you right now, or if you work with crystals, might be encouraged to work with malachite. This card says, I give and receive for the universal good, which I really like. And then the oracle card that we have for you, I love this. Okay, we have Sun, which says happiness and well-being. So I think there's a connection between happiness, well-being, the positive energy of the sun, with this message about I give and receive for the universal good, as opposed to for personal gain, or for a specific person's benefit. To put it that way, like the giving and receiving energy associated with the Six of Pentacles, it's how do I put that? There's a message about if you feel like you have gotten kind of tangled up in the transactional energy of something. If you feel like you have maybe become a little bit fixated on a specific outcome, or a specific person, or a specific circumstance that you feel either has been unfair, unbalanced, unequal, or you have given something and not received something back, or you have received something and had not had an opportunity to give it back or pay it back. However this resonates for you, it's a general reading. If you feel like there's been some sort of like inequality in the transactional process, or like you are just being a little hyper-focused on a transactional thing, the message here is to zoom out. Let's get a higher perspective. Let's take a broader view, and pay more attention, give more of our energy, shift our perspective to focusing on the universal good, the universal benefit. And that can even be saying, like, if the exchange of energy or time or money here did not work out the way I wanted it to, or it didn't work out in my favor, or it didn't work out in the favor of the other person, I didn't achieve the goal I wanted to here, to focus away from that and more on towards the universal scales of karma, to put it that way. That's what I'm being called to say here. There's a message about all of the positivity that you put out into the world, whatever happiness, cultivating good thoughts, cultivating gratitude, whatever positivity you put out there, creates a happier and more positive environment for yourself and your immediate environment, and it puts more positivity and good things out into the universe as a whole. So practicing happiness and gratitude and giving without the expectation of receiving, or receiving and just feeling gratitude without feeling like you need to give everything back or balance the scales all the time, that is helping the universe as a whole. That is contributing positively to the world in and of itself. It's its own reward. It's its own goal. So that's the message that I have for you today. I hope that it has been helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading, where we are getting a very quick message from Spirit about whatever they have to say for you today. If Aquarius is your sun sign, I also encourage you to look at your moon sign and rising sign to get a more complete picture of the message that Spirit has for you today. And with that said, let's get into it. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. So right away, a message about giving yourself a break, taking some time to rest. This card is associated with Sugilite, I believe it's pronounced. So that might be a crystal that you're being encouraged to work with or might resonate with you right now. The message on this card is, I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. And I really like the wording on this card. You know, the Four of Swords is associated with rest and recovery, usually after a period of turmoil or trauma or heartbreak. It's like, let's just give ourselves time to stay here in a place of stability when things are calm and quiet, where we can just kind of rest and regain our energy. And so I need to rediscover my vitality. I love that. It's giving yourself the time, the grace, the patience to go on a journey of self-discovery and rediscover where your life force comes from. Like, reconnect with yourself in order to refill your cup, which I really, really like. And then the oracle card that we have for you is the funnel, which says period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So definitely I would say, like, this is about giving yourself time to process. Give yourself time, especially if you feel like you have like you're feeling drained, you're feeling exhausted, tired, frustrated, like you're not moving forward right now. The message is to refocus on self-care. Let's refocus on giving ourselves the grace, the compassion, to do some soul searching, to rest and relax. We don't need to rush or race forward right now. Let's focus on what the lessons were in the previous thing, whatever was draining us. Let's get away from it, focus on what the lessons are to be learned there, so that we can regain our strength, regain our energy, regain our vitality, and with rediscover and lessons to be learned. There's a process of learning and discovery here that you are being encouraged to embrace, as difficult or frustrating or upsetting as it might be to feel like you might be spinning your wheels right now. The message is you're here for a reason, and it's an opportunity to practice patience and surrender. Again, as frustrating as that can be to hear when you're kind of in the emotions of it all, I think that is really the message here for you today. And if you need to take a break, go on a vacation, take a sabbatical, whatever you need to do to give yourself that time and space to rest and recover, I think you're definitely being encouraged to do that. So that's the message that I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your reading, where we are getting a very quick message from your spirit guides. If Pisces is your sun sign, I would also encourage you to check out your moon sign and rising sign, just to get the more complete picture of the message that Spirit has for you today. And with that said, let's get right into it. Message to you. Okay, wow, it leapt right onto the floor. All right, we have the Five of Wands, which is associated with garnet, so that might be a stone that resonates for you right now. If you work with crystals, might be a good crystal to work with. And this card says, I stand my ground and look for peace, which I really like. And then the oracle card we have for you is Angel, which says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So there's definitely a message here that while you are standing your ground, protecting your own energy and searching for peace during this time in your life where you may feel like there's chaos or conflict around you. There might be a lot of change happening with the energy of the number 5. It just might be a lot going on. Other people might be feel like they have to compete with you, or just might be a bit of a chaotic environment right now. Whatever work you're doing to protect and support yourself is also being done by your angels. So your spirit guides are also with you, also helping to support you while you are standing your ground, grounding yourself, working on protecting your energy, and looking for peace in a time of chaos or change or competition or conflict here. Your angels and spirit guides are also a potential source of that peace. So maybe looking to intentionally connect with your spirit guides, spiritual sources, to help provide a pocket of peace during a time in your life when things might be a little bit chaotic, and to kind of like give yourself that serenity and clarity by intentionally connecting with spirit. There's a reassurance and a message here, protection from harm. Yes, you are being protected at this time. And your spiritual protection might be amped up right now because of what is going on here with this 5 of Wands. And I will say with that, I stand my ground and look for peace. There's an empowered energy here as well. I could see that. You kind of being like a pillar of strength and groundedness at a period of time when things are chaotic, confusing, conflicted, whatever we're talking about here. If you need to compete for something, if you need to, if you're just in an environment where if you feel like you need to prove yourself in some way, there's a message here that you don't need to worry about watching your back or being sabotaged by somebody else, because you are being spiritually protected, and to focus on cultivating peace however you can, in whatever way it's possible to do so, with whatever tools you have at your disposal. Maybe focusing on meditation, doing grounding work. The garnet, I believe, is like a deep red color associated with the root chakra. So maybe physically grounding yourself in the physical world might also help cultivate a sense of peace, again, while you're in this period of time a little bit chaotic here. So that's the message that I have for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.